Hey guys, welcome. I'm Parshvika. Welcome to the channel where we talk a lot about manifesting our dream life. In today's video, I'm going to talk about one thing that you could actually do to change your reality. That is your thoughts. So let's talk about how you can actually be aware of your thoughts and how you can change it so that it can help you to manifest that you want. Let's dive in. Give this video a big thumbs up. Do consider subscribing for more such videos. First, you need to realize that we create our own reality. We are the like everything you see, the 3D reality is your own movie. Your life is your own movie. You are the director, you're the source of everything. You can't go outside of 3D, or you can't go outside and tell people to change. Hey, change this way. Hey, change that way. Then the things will going to change. No. You have to go to the source. And who is the source? You are the source. You are the owner. You are the creator. You are the director of this movie that you're seeing from your 3D eyes, not 3D eyes, from your naked eyes, and from that you can hear and that you can smell or speak, whatever that you can experience through your five senses. So how do you actually direct your own movie? You can direct it by your thoughts. The thoughts is so powerful. Now, I'm not telling you to focus on every single thought that you're having in the day, because you're going to have so many thoughts and it's going to be really hard for you to change every single thoughts and flip them into the positive one. But what you could do differently, you could actually start focusing on the thoughts that are kind of like a negative or not in correlation or are opposite to the things that you want to manifest. Because when you want to manifest something, sometimes we don't have any negative thoughts around that particular thing and we are totally positive and we just affirm one thing, or we just think about it for one time and then we totally forget about it, and we don't have any resistance or any negative thought around it or any negative belief, and all of a sudden that manifests in the 3D reality without we even need to try or do any affirming or any kind of the work, because we don't have the resistance toward that. But the thing that is very on the pedestal for us, like manifesting the SP, money, car, house, marriage, job, career, whatever, the things that we see that it's very essential for our survival, we put a lot of the resistance on that because we think that we need that thing. And whenever we think that we need something to complete us, that creates the trouble. Because if we need something and we don't have it, then our life is miserable without it. And that creates so much resistance that it's stopping that thing to come in your life. Because if you understand the nature law, there is like, I'm currently reading a book called Kabbalion, and it has a 7 hermetic principles. The one principle, it was like the principles I don't really remember right now because I'm just reading right now, but that was a principle of rhythm. And in that principle, it's the pendulum. The things go up, we're also going to go below, because it's kind of like a nature balance or something like that. So if you want something, you need something so much, that means you are on the other side of the pendulum, and pendulum has to be in the balance. So we're going to take an opposite force. It will going to give you the opposite results to balance that wheel of the pendulum. And that's why the people who put the things on the pedestal that they really want to manifest, they end up not able to manifest those things, or it takes a lot of the work, a lot of the time to literally manifest. So what you need to do, you need to observe your thoughts. Because when you have something, a resistance or a belief around it, or you're putting them on the pedestal, or you're like, I really need it, there's gonna be the thoughts that are actually opposite, they're supporting the needy reason. So you need to observe these thoughts. You need to be aware of these thoughts. And awareness comes when you are actually observing as a third party in your mind, what's going inside my mind. Like you could do something like an exercise, which I do. I am very honest with myself. You have to be honest here, okay? If you're not honest with yourself, the things won't work, because the honesty is a reason that's gonna help you to manifest what you want to manifest. Because if you're not honest with your thoughts, and how you would be able to know which are the positive thoughts, which are the negative thoughts, how do you feel about it, are you on the positive scale, are you on the negative scale, you won't be able to know that. And we need to know that to actually manifest. And you have to be really honest. Even if you feel like a little bit out of the wag, you feel like a little bit on the negative scale, you have to figure it out. Okay, I'm a little bit negative right now, but what is that reason? And then you sit, or maybe wherever you are, just ask yourself. If you can ask out loud, amazing. If not, just inside your mind, why I'm not feeling good? What's causing this feeling that's not that good? What's that? And then you go a little bit more deep and observe your thoughts and see what they are saying you, what they are telling you, and how your body reacting to it. I do this thing almost every single day. Sometimes I forget because when we are too totally focusing on the 3D, we forget to observe our thoughts. And sometimes we go down the negative down lane rate, which we don't have to go, and that we stuck there and we don't know how to come out of it. So instead of that, if you are creating awareness, in the beginning you have to do it actively. Later on it's gonna become a practice, because the more you do it, the better you get it. So you have to be asking yourself, how am I feeling right now? And then be honest with yourself. Even if you feel like slightly bit not good or not okay, fine, now you get the data. I'm not feeling a little bit okay, it's a little bit out of the whack. So what's that? So you go and observe your thoughts. What was that? Did I see something outside of me that triggers something inside of me? Did somebody say to me that triggers something inside of me? Or some feeling or some emotions come, or some thoughts come, or some memories were rolling in my head or mind that's stopping me in going in the direction that I want to go? What is that? You need to be really honest and really aware, like a detective, to observe that thought. And then once you observe that thought, okay, this is a thought that's stopping me. Okay, now I get it. Now what you could do, you can understand that, is this thought is helping me to manifest that I want? No. That means it's a thought of the ego mind. That means it's not a good feeling thought. It's the thought of the ego mind. And what does the ego mind does? Ego mind is there to protect our body, to protect our physical body, because without the physical body, you wouldn't be able to do anything in this physical world. So you don't need a body. And that's what's the purpose of the ego, to protect your physical body. And it's okay. It's totally normal. It's not bad. And so instead of beating yourself up in that situation, how can I think about this thought? How can my ego mind be doing like that? I hate my ego or something like that. No, don't do that. It may backfire. Instead of doing that, you can say, oh, come on. You can just be funny about it. You can just laugh about it. And you're like, oh, it's the thought of my ego mind. And ego mind is there to protect me because it likes familiarity and all that stuff. Okay, thank you so much, ego mind, for showing up right now. But I think I don't need this thought. Thank you so much for giving me this information. But I'm gonna pass on. I'll see you the next time. And bye. That's what you could do it. You could laugh about it. You could be chilled about it. You could realize, okay, it's a thought of the ego mind. Don't need to take it personally. Nothing needs to be taken personally. It's gonna help me? No. So, okay, I can pass that on and I can focus on something that's gonna help me. And in that situation, the more you do that, you're not going to create resistance. When you are negatively talking about yourself or about your ego mind, sometimes you do create the resistance. You're like, oh, you see something negative and then you react negatively and then you're beating yourself up for that situation. And that's created a negative loop even more. And then you're like, what the heck is going on? Why am I not able to get out of it? Because you created this negative loop. You put the resistance on that by actually telling negative about yourself, by beating yourself up. And that create a big loop, and then you won't be able to get out of that thought that easily. So instead of that, you could laugh about it, you could chill about it, and you can understand where it's coming from, and then you can say it like that and release it. Hopefully this is gonna help you. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Your questions and queries are really welcome. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'll see you the next time. Till then, take care. Bye guys.